Well, this thing seems to be stewing quite nicely. It's done it for the last 4 hours without problems. Yeah. Nice and cold. Making sure this motor's not worth keeping or worth keeping. It's a 1 horsepower Brook motor, single phase. It suffered a bit of a terminal burnout. I'm guessing there was moisture in it. It just arced between the terminals and incinerated this insulation and then shorted to earth. That's dropped down onto the housing and shorted out. The windings ohm just fine. They're not going to earth or anything. Looks like it's got spray paint residue or something in it. It's probably an old compressor motor. Blue spray paint and white spray paint residue. Definitely had water in the bearings. That one's stuffed and the front one's even worse. But I'd say it's salvageable. There's another good motor to add to my collection. Centrifugal switch is all gummed up too, which wouldn't have helped. But it's still there and working. Yeah, obviously the Century's finished. I'll show you that one in another video. So, thanks for watching. Okay, I'm just revisiting this old Brook motor, and it seems like it's come off of a spray booth extractor fan or compressor. It's just clogged with dried up spray paint dust. No signs of motor burnout though. I've ohmed all the windings again and they all seem fine. Centrifugal switch is all clogged up with crap though, so I imagine that wasn't working. And knowing Brook motors like I do, the start capacitor's probably fried. So shouldn't be too hard to fix. You can get it all apart and clean it up. That's the hardest part. Same with the rotor. Definitely had water in the bearing. That's seized almost. So, new bearings. And a new terminal plate. And why it burns out like that, I don't know. It's just tracing between the points. Possibly moisture or conductive residue. Maybe the paint's conductive. Either way, it's just burnt itself out. The bearing's definitely trashed. Alright, well, a stiff brush and a bit of compressed air cleaned all the crap out of that. The windings and everything seem perfect. There's no signs of burning or anything. All these little wooden compression pieces are still in place. So I'd say it's electrically fine. It's just a bad connection or something conductive tracing out on the board. Probably moisture though. There's been water in this thing. So that looks alright. The rest of this just needs a clean up once I get new bearings and everything, and that'll do it. New capacitor for the hell of it. It's 90 to 120 microfarad on the sticker, so I'm guessing that's its range. I'll try a 120 on it. Won't hurt to go up to the limit on that capacitor. And that'll do it. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for an update later. That's odd. This piece of cut off winding fell out of the housing. It was sitting up in here. And it appears to have been cut off with side cutters. So I can't find anywhere on this stator where it might have come from, and there are no open or missing circuits. Everything seems fine. My guess is this has come out of it, probably been sitting in the back of an electric motor repair shop for a while and just accumulated this. Probably fell through one of the vents. It's really got me buggered now. Oh well. The mystery deepens. Maybe this thing is stuffed, but it doesn't explain why it's been cut off with a pair of side cutters. That hasn't burnt out and fallen off, that's just been cut. So I'd say it's a bit of trash that's come from another motor that's been repaired. And it's clearly been in there for quite a while because it's got blue paint all over it. So this motor's probably been rebuilt. This has gotten back in there somehow, probably from the old windings that they've cut out. And it's just been sitting up in there for the last God knows how many years. Oh well. Now just got to work out how all these things go back on. So we've got one wire there, bridged across, start capacitor, and these two here. I'm guessing they're negative, and the start capacitor attaches to one of these. Should be pretty straightforward.